New 3460 E3. We have 3260 E3. 3460 E3 brings some diversity. It's a light tawny plant color. So a lot of these lines are that gray, blonde look. The 3460 would be that more brown, light brown at harvest. So it's going to bring some diversity in that way. 3460, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5 maturity in that band right there. It is our best rated line for SDS. It's a new line this year, and it came out of last year's testing with the highest SDS rating. So if you got a problem field for sudden death syndrome, 3460 is a great choice. The seed production field is planted on a farm that's had a history of SDS, and besides occasional random plant next to some compacted areas like a wheel track on a sprayer or the headlands, it's dark green and beautiful right now. So it's the real deal for SDS. I like its plant structure. It branches well, holds the branches off the ground, pods up. We're seeing nice pod load at each node. So also good field tolerance for Phytophthora. 3260 and 3221. That's kind of a placement, two varieties where we can have placement tips here. 3260 is a new 3.2, 3.3 variety.
When you say field tolerance,
meaning in the presence of Phytophthora in the field, it's handling it well on its own.
Okay. There's two types of Phytophthora tolerance. There's field and just native,
There's the gene
tolerance, and then there's the gene tolerance.
Yeah, sometimes you can have a line that doesn't have gene tolerance, but in the presence of Phytophthora in the field, it handles it very well. So 3260 is a new release as well. It's just a step below the 3460 in sudden death syndrome. So it's above average. It's another very solid line for disease. I love the branching. It's a nice wide plant. It's going to fill a 30-inch row very well. I like to think a 3260 is going on your average to better soils for high top-end yield, maybe in an irrigated environment. The 3221s, that's our clay, sand, tougher ground line. It's got Phytophthora gene, which 3260 does not have the Phytophthora gene, but it has good field tolerance, whereas the 3221 has a gene and great field tolerance. So for wet soils, drouthy soils, where you need plant height, 3221 is your bean. It's a little bit more average on white mold. 3260 is better on white mold. So there's a couple of different ways you can place these beans. So